Many people want more income. So in order to get more income, one of the ways is to have a side gig other than your main job. Then why is it so difficult to get started? I'm going to talk about the 5 main reasons why you haven't started your side gig. Now, when it comes to BaZi, a lot of times when people come for a reading, they want to know if my chart is suitable to actually start my own business or start a side gig. Now, while this question, it's not so straightforward, okay? It's a simple question, but it's not a straightforward answer because what's the true intention behind the question is they want to see if we can predict their success. Now, the thing is, while many charts are suited or can have a side gig or they can turn a hobby into an additional line of income, but not many people will get started. That's the main problem. The reason why they don't get started is not because of a BaZi issue. It's not because you're destined not to be able to start one. I think it's a lot to do with this next 5 reasons that I'm about to share with you. Number 1, they're scared of failure. They're just scared of failure. It's not even if we tell them, hey, your chart has the capacity to succeed with turning a favorite pastime into a business or a side income. But a lot of them, because they can't get through their mental, fear, and that's why they don't get started. Okay, many people fear failing, and because of that, even if they have potential, they probably won't get started. And by the way, a lot of charts is a question of how you bring out the best in you. It's not that there's such a chart that it is 100% not suited to do their own thing. It's a question of whether they want to improve. Well, for some people it might be slightly more challenging because the learning curve is a bit steep, but it's possible to learn. Whereas there's some charts who clearly belong to more intelligent people, and they're sharper, they're quicker, they are more creative. The unfortunate thing is there's fear in them, and therefore they actually don't take what they know and turn it into a side gig. Okay, and then they've used their intelligence against themselves, and they feel unhappy, or they felt that life is unfair. Why they're so creative and so talented, and yet they can't turn their favorite pastime into a side gig. So number 1 reason is the fear of failure. Number 2, they feel that others may judge them. And this, when they start to work in a side gig or when they start to put effort in, they will be seen by others. Okay, so when they're seen by others, they fear that people may say, "Oh, you're not professional. You are, doing 2 things at the same time." This is not a big issue, but sometimes some people like to, do their preparation in private. They don't want the world to know that they are launching something that is different, okay, than what they're doing now. So especially if they have a chart that has bullying punishment in their chart, these people probably will prefer to, keep a low profile until they have substantial momentum before they will announce to the world that they actually have a side gig. And so they don't want to be seen or don't want to be judged because that is actually not easy for them. So some people may feel that others may judge them, especially if you have the bullying punishment in the chart. Now, of course, to overcome this is to not worry about what other people may say to you. If you want to start something, of course, there will be some people who may judge. Of course, there will be people like that. That's how people are. So if you're okay with it, my suggestion is you have to turn your naysayers into an encouragement instead of a setback. Okay, so here's what you need to tell yourself: if you don't do it, then your naysayers are right. Tell yourself this, okay? If you don't succeed, if you don't start, then your naysayers are right. If you give yourself a push, in fact, you can turn all this so-called judgment from others or naysayers from outside into a personal power for you to succeed. Okay? Number 3, people don't get started on their side gig because they feel overwhelmed. So for some people, when they probably have a lot on their plates already, especially if their charts are those with a lot of clashes and a lot of harms in between. Now, normally an unstable chart generally are people who have too much on their plate. So, or they keep too many things on their plate. Their issue is they don't get rid of the stuff that's not important. So if you feel overwhelmed and can't get started because you have too many things to take care of, the solution is quite simple. Remove things from your schedule. Don't add things in without removing something. So a lot of people have just keep adding, right? And they don't remove the old stuff. So one of the ways that you can consider is to clean out your schedule. Remove about 30% first before you put in the important schedules for your side gig. Okay, so that's how you become less overwhelmed. Okay, there's always possible to remove things. We're not asking you to add things, remove things from your schedule. And the fourth reason why people don't get started is the need for perfectionism. Okay, the need to be perfect, especially if your output element with eating God as being 80%, 90%, 100%. For those who know what I'm talking about, it's your personality profile in your BaZi chart. If you have this star at a 80, 90 or 100%, generally there's a need for you to feel that you're perfect before you get started. So, or you want to be perfect, so you keep doing the best product in the world, the best design in the world. You probably spend like 1 month just trying to design the logo and trying to get the colors right. So for some people who try to get perfect will get in the way of you getting started. So my suggestion to you, if you have this, now you don't have to read the chart to know this. If you just feel like this, that you need to get perfect, my suggestion to you is get started first and become perfect later. Yeah, because it's going to be very difficult for you to try and know what perfect is if you don't know market feedback. Don't spend too much time trying to create the product that you like. Create a product that somewhat suits the market first, launch it, get feedback, then make corrections. That's the way to get started in terms of overcoming your need to be perfect. Now, the fifth reason why people actually don't get started on their psychic is they don't know anything or don't know everything about technology or marketing or sales or whatever that special skill set is. A lot of times, they have a great idea. The problem is they can't get started. It's only because they are lacking the ability to master a subject like selling or marketing or technology. So in this case, in terms of metaphysics, we look for this star called the academic star. Okay, the academic star can be an intelligence star or study hall star. Basically, it's the ability to learn new skills. Some people just lost the ability to learn new skills or lost interest in learning new skills ever since they graduate from university or stop studying school. So if you say that you don't know marketing, you say you don't know certain technology, you say you don't know how to do something, my question to you is, why don't you learn it? It's possible to learn, right? You're not dead. So why don't you learn it? Now, of course, if you know Feng Shui, you can use Feng Shui, set up your Feng Shui to enhance your learning ability by setting up the academic star and enhancing the academic star sector or studying the subject in the academic sector of your home. Suppose you don't have that, then you just need more willpower, okay? Feng Shui helps you, but you can help yourself too. Increase your willpower and your desire to learn the skill. It is possible to learn. You can watch this. This is like now you're watching this video, you're learning something as well. It's possible to learn the skill. If you learn about technology, you learn about marketing. So once you do that, it no longer is an obstacle for you to get started with your side gig. If you want more income, if you want to increase your income, one of the easiest way is to convert your pastime to a side gig. So if any of these 5 reasons here could stop you, so eliminate the obstruction and you can begin your side gig. I hope you found this video useful. Please share this video with all your friends and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notification on all future videos that I release on this channel. Thank you for watching.